I'm your host, Logan23, joining me for the Rake and Recluse, Chapter 18. Francine, you and Gideon ride back to the Roxleigh House in silence. It isn't until you cross the threshold and enter the parlor that the silence breaks. Francine. Turn to face Gideon, his expression is grave. I see now that I was an heir to treat you as I did. I should agree with him. Yes, you were. I'm not a child, Gideon. And I don't appreciate being treated like one either. I see that now. In the future, I will keep you fully informed of all developments. What was it you said to me once? That you'd prefer to be a partner? You smile. Yes. I would prefer that too. If you would just grant me a little more patience. You smile, peering at him through lower lashes. I think you've seen that patience is not my strong suit, but I'll do my best. I still worry about his concern for propriety, though. I should tell him he needs to loosen up. Ask how much longer propriety will be a concern. Tell him he should follow Perry's example. Loosen up. There is another matter. Yes? I find it difficult to understand you sometimes, Gideon. One moment you're kissing me and doing much more explicit things. You're giving him a sultry grin, his eyes sparkle with amusement. But the next you're pushing me away. I don't appreciate the back and forth. I cannot change the rules of society, much as I may wish to. Rules of society were meant to be broken or bent? There is only one solution. Perry's. Precisely. He squeezes your hand. If you'll excuse me, I will write to Lord Hepplewort and bid him attend on us post-haste. As soon as you're free of him, we can host your coming-out ball, and I can court you properly. The implication of what happens after that hangs tantalizingly in the air between you. Nervousness flutters in your stomach, but you leap onto your tiptoes and press a kiss to Gideon's cheek. I can't wait. With one last caress down your cheek, Gideon turns away and heads for a study. You're not alone for long. The sisters descend the staircase in a flurry of giggles and furbelows. Francine, I hope you don't think us interned. We were watching you and Monsieur. He is so handsome, and you were so forward. Oh my god, stop it. Stop completing each other's goddamn sentences. Between the two of them, it's like watching a tennis match. No shit. And I don't like tennis. Okay? Even when there's been, like, flop outs, and that's all I'm gonna leave it as. It's still not enjoyable. It's just tennis. Ding, ding, ding. Like golf. He's, shh, everyone, shh. He's hitting the 10. I should tell them to slow down. Ask what they're talking about. Tell them to slow down. You hold up your hands. The girls cease their chatter immediately. There, that's better. Now I'll need you to use complete sentences. Preferably one at a time. Marcy takes a breath and fixes you with an adoring gaze. It's just, we've never seen a woman speak so to a man. And for him to be so accommodating. She looks like a piñata. Yes, exactly. How do you do it? Things were so different between Mom and Papa. But it's clear His Grace adores you. Your cheeks heat. Well, girls... I mean, sexual magnetism is a helper. But that's not all. You should learn to stand up for yourselves. Somehow I think that Mama and Papa were the best examples of matrimonial bliss. Indeed not. Amelia. No, if Amelia feels that way, let her say so. Your heads aren't just there to hold up your hair. You've got brains rattling around in there. Use them. I feel you have much to teach us, Francine. You laugh and feel a warmth in your chest. Well, in that case, I think we should go up to your room. They give you a confused look. We need to figure out what to wear to my ball. They let out a piercing squeals of delight and lead the way up the stairs. The bell summoning you to the parlor comes early in the next day. You descend the stairs, feeling more than a little nervous. This is the man I was supposed to marry, the man we suspect of heinous crimes. But if I want to be with Gideon, and I truly, really, truly do, then I must face him. Besides, Gideon knows better than to leave me out of his conversation. Perry, Gideon, and Lord Hepplewort spring out of their chairs as you enter the parlor. Hepplewort is not an unattractive figure. Somehow you pictured some bloated and balding old man. He's actually quite handsome, young with pale skin and narrow features. He reeks of refinement. But his eyes are cold. They scrape over you appraisingly. Ah, at last my bride has joined us. He's smiling as if it's a joke, but the intensity of his gaze assures you it's not. Gideon stiffens, but Perry interrupts before things escalate. This is what we were here to discuss, Lord Hepplewort. Francine, please take a seat. You join Gideon on the set, across from Hepplewort. Perry takes the nearest chair. He passes Hepplewort a bundle of papers. You will find in these documents that Monsieur and Madame Larrabee have entrusted me as guardian for their daughters, Miss Francine included. Hepplewort's grasp freezes on the documents. He's already figured out what that means. As such, all previous agreements between you and the Larrabees are hereby dissolved. You will be compensated, of course. What you already paid for Francine, plus 5%. Hepplewort sniffs. God damn it, what is up with you people? He crosses his legs and leans back in the chair. That amused smirk still plays around his mouth. He stares at you intently. 5% certainly seems fair, given what I've lost. She's quite the prize, after all. Prize? I should... Shut up! You're a woman in 1918? Right? Is that when this book is based? Because that is oddly just... Yeah, I believe that was the front, isn't it? That is weird because Vampire's based on the same year. Offer more money. All I want is to be with Gideon, and I know how to negotiate. Do you, though? You're not wrong about that, Lord Hepplewort. I am quite the catch. It's merely a pity you couldn't get me in the normal way. His eyes narrow dangerously. Will 10% do? 5% is the offer. Any more is a tantamount to robbery. And I would not be swindled by the likes of you. You place a calming hand on Gideon's arm. His muscles are tense beneath your grip. Hepplewot's eyes latch on the gesture. A knowing grin threads his lips. Now, I see what you're talking about. You did not purchase these girls out of the goodness of your heart. But rather as a prize for your brother. And you insult me for my methods. At least I do own dirty laundry. On my own. Harry and Gideon sprang from their chairs. Tell them all to calm down. You jump up as well. Gideon, Perry, please. Do not let this whelp of a man... You glare at Hepplewort, who looks amused by the entire spectacle. Rid you of your dignity. Prove him wrong lawfully, not with your fists. I told you, man, I'm born 50 or 60 years too early or too late. Where, yeah. For such insults, that guy would have got a right hook across the mouth with a gram. I've had to adapt to civilized society. With the grim nods, Perry and Gideon resume their seats. An ugly expression has come over Hepplewot's face. He's begun to realize he's outmatched. That is your copy of the agreement. Perry nods to the documents in Hepplewot's fist. You may have your solicitor examine it, but he will no doubt find it infallible. I'd rather not see your face again. You may direct any future business to my solicitor. Next time, you will not find us so patient. And with the woman out of the room so we can beat the shit out of you. You've never seen the brothers look so menacing. Even Gideon, who's known for his glare. I certainly wouldn't pick a fight with them now. Hepplewort licks his lips and takes to his feet. His gaze rakes over all three of you with disdain. He tucks the papers into his back pocket. Be assured, my solicitor, rather like me, is well known for breaking the unbreakable. His eyes latch onto you menacingly. You will not keep me from what is mine. Yep, you're him. I would... shit. Because if we brought Lily in the room, she might remember, but then at the same time she'd be traumatized. God damn it. He sweeps from the room without a farewell. Long silence descends in his wake. Thank God it's over. I should make a joke. Did he get that line straight out of a villain handbook? Gideon and Perry turn to you in shock, but you can't help the giddy feeling in your stomach or the smile touching your lips. I mean, did you see him? If he had a mustache, he'd be curling it and laughing maniacally. Gideon shakes his hand. He strokes your arm softly. You never fail to surprise me, Francine. I do hate to be predictable. Gideon snorts and turns to his brother. And you too, Perry. What did I do? Not long ago, yours and Heppleword's positions would have been reversed. Some scorned fiancé would be threatening you with ruin, not the other way around. Perry grins sheepishly. It's true. I've become rather dull as of late. Gideon stands and grips his brother by the shoulder. Not dull. Responsible. I can only see one possible explanation for this. Gideon takes in a deep breath and steeling himself. I'd like to meet the woman who's made such a change in you. Meet her? But you've known Lily for years. As a maid, yes. But now I'd like to know her properly. As the woman who is helping my brother reach his full potential. Perry's cheeks have gone pink as he clears his throat and shifts uncontrollably. Or uncomfortably, too. Oh, what? What do you have in mind? A picnic. Marvelous idea, Francine. Yes, let's have a picnic. Tomorrow afternoon. What do you say? Perry's eyes have gone wide. He gulps audibly. Very well. Tomorrow afternoon it is. This will certainly be interesting. What? You and Lily get to be girls and chat while the brothers chat, and then chat back and forth with one of you, and vice versa. And girls will be girls, boys will be boys. With that being said, I enjoy this book. It's a breath of fresh air that we never really get, and it's actually kind of nice because it's a time when men, yeah, there were still sleazy pieces of shit. Trust me. I mean, there are always going to be men and women who are sleazy pieces of shit. That's regardless. But it was nice when there was more gentlemanly courting and cordial and respect and, you know, all these other things that you don't see anymore. And I'm kind of old-fashioned, not in this sense, but for instance, I'm not a rake. For instance, I'm a person who's more like Gideon, who waits for the right woman, things like that. And then, you know, when you find that right woman, you want to give her the world. And it's nice that this is something that kind of appeals to me versus, you know, the other way. And what we're kind of used to. So it's a wonderful taste of something new. With that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And down in the description below, links to our social media or Discord and a few links to support me and my content. And without further ado, stay tuned for Chapter 19 and 20. And then also for the other 2 books that came out this week. Until next time, stay well, stay awesome. I'll catch you all then. Peace.